What a great thing to do for the games. Put the athletes, instead of doing something really long like they did that the triathlon, put them through like a 24-hour day and then give them a day of rest. So throw all their clocks off too.
Oh man, it's like you're working out through the night.
Like every 4
day.
hours, six times. You do a workout every 4 hours. Dave?
Sounds like a great idea.
Dave, if there was a piece of you that was willing to take suggestions from anybody.
When was the first time that a chick just really crushed you in a workout?
First time a chick really crushed me in a workout.
You know you remember.
No, I guess. I haven't worked out with that many.
Like even just like you looked at the main site, you're like, well, I just got owned today by a woman.
Okay. Well, I mean, some of the open stuff that I've looked at, like when I watched Sam Briggs do the wall balls and muscle ups, I'm pretty sure she got back to the wall balls, right? I didn't do that. I'm like, man, that's weak. That's bad. You know, that made me feel like a little kid.
So you have an expectation that you should be stronger than all the CrossFit girls?
Yes.
You're stronger than women?
100%.
Okay. Good.
Absolutely.
I just want to clear that up.
Okay. You alright if I take my shirt off? Is that cool? Okay, I was just checking.
Am I okay?
Just making sure.
Hold on a second. Make sure I'm wearing underwear.
Have you ever quit a workout?
I've done a workout where I've planned it. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna get this. This is gonna be gnarly. You know, I'm gonna go until I pass out. Get halfway into the workout, I'm like, let's cut these reps down a little bit. I did that.
Reprogrammed the workout.
In the middle of it, yeah.
Have you ever quit a workout?
No.
Never?
No.
Not once?
No.
Would you ever?
Probably not, no. They'd have a hard time.
What would it take?
What would it take?
To be like, okay, that's enough, I'm quitting.
Straight injury.
What if you literally shit yourself?
I've seen people.
Would you keep
I've
going?
seen people crap themselves in races and
That's
keep
what I'm
running.
talking about. Like, let's imagine that you're in the CrossFit Games and you got some kind of event and you just feel it happening and streaming down your legs.
It's at the games. I think I just got to do it and trust that these kind of people will pull the cameras off of me. It's not gonna happen.
We got you, bro. We got you. Try it.
Right.
The cameras will stay on. We may not air it.
That may not be good branding.
Yeah,
It may not.
exactly. CrossFit, you'll shit yourself.
You'll shit yourself.
So you're not doing 5 or however many workouts you're doing. You're not doing like, it's game speed, but you're not, it's not like you're taking it easy.
No, like, yeah, if we were to, let's say I got good and recovered and I just came in here and did Diane by myself,
Yeah.
probably wouldn't hit the time I hit like I did at regionals, you know?
The 2.5 minutes one?
Right. Yeah.
Is that
135. I mean, when you look at just an event where, okay, I'm gonna have to tax myself this hard 3 times in a row for 3 days in a row, you better know how that feels. You know, you gotta know how that feels in a practice session so you can be ready for it. Eating to me and nutrition is so dependent on the person. I think it's very unique to the type of person that, you know, I just did a test the other day where it might have been a little skewed because I had worked out light in the morning, but I took a long break before I did it. But kind of your resting metabolic rate, you're breathing through the hose for like 12 minutes, and it said that I burned like close to 3,500 calories at rest a day.
Wow.
Just sitting, you know. So like I wake up in the morning, like I get up sometimes because I'm hungry. Hunger will wake me up out of sleep, and I have to eat, and then I can go back to sleep.
How tall are you?
5'7".
Okay, maybe that's why you just look so freaking yoked.
Yeah. Well, that and when I work out, I get real puffy, like swelled up, you know.
Alright, because you look teeny when you're not working out.
Right. I still look to the basics, the stuff that CrossFit kind of utilizes to work those same muscles, your pull-ups, muscle up, those kind of things. But like, let's say you do it, you know, all the every minute on the minute stuff. So it's just practice, you know. That whole 10,000 hour rule to get good at a skill. You got to practice it over and over and over again, even if it's not something where, you're in the middle of a workout and you're just dead, dying on the floor. You're still practicing the movement, nailing your technique over and over and over again.
7.
Oh, man. Hello. I'm sorry, I put my phone down for a minute. Okay, do you guys want to go Aunt Mames? Sure. Okay, yep. Tyson and Jordan are going to come. Okay, yeah, no big deal. Okay, bye.
Do you drink at all?
Rarely. I'll have a beer or a glass of wine every now and then. I mean, now that it's kind of game season, I don't, even though I don't think it would hurt me. It's just kind of a mental thing.
Right.
You know?
Do you have like a secret indulgence? Like, is there something that you crave? Like, do you have a sweet tooth? Is there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm doing better on it now leading up to regionals, just because I think it can hurt the performance a little bit. But, yeah, donuts, brownies, ice cream, that kind of thing. Like, sometimes I'll just crave it so bad, and I'll, kill like 8 dozen donuts or something in a night, And some days I feel like a wreck the next day, and then some days I just feel fine, like I feel normal.
How often would something like that happen?
I don't know, once or twice a week maybe. Where I just really get after kind of whatever I want, whatever sounds good, It's different because, I mean, I'm not saying it's good for you. There's no way I could really argue that, but you work out so much, it's in and out of you in no time. And I'm not saying it doesn't do you any harm, but still, it's not something that's an everyday occurrence. But
when regionals are here, like what do you pack? What's your game plan nutritionally on a day like that?
I eat the same way that I eat when I train. I don't want any surprises, I know how I feel when I eat the way that I've been doing for the past 8 months. That's how I'm going to eat game day. You know what I mean? So if it's, let's say I was just eating pizza or something ridiculous the whole time, but that's what I was comfortable with. That's what I knew I knew if I eat now, whatever I eat at this time, I'm going to feel fine. Then that's how I'll eat. I don't want to change anything,
Right.
I don't want to make anything drastically different, because you don't know how that's going to affect you.
Sure.
And why leave that to chance on game day if you know that you've got something dialed in already,
Speaking of nutrition, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
You wanna grab some food.
Yeah, let's go grab some food.
Speaking of girls, what's going on your situation?
0. Nothing.
He's mate free.
Do you not have time for it? Too much.
I have
training?
time for it. It's just I just don't make time for it. I don't know. There's some slim pickings in Cookville, I guess. It's a little bit smaller. There's the college that's there, so they're very, very much younger. Whatever. You complain about how hard it was to find fresh meat in Cookville. I'm complaining about the same thing.
He's not willing to let a relationship. This is mine, not 50-cent analysis. He's not willing to let a relationship play out.
Okay, that's not true. Sevon's take on it is
This is actually great. Sevon giving advice. This is awesome.
Relationships are tough, and he has to fit into a certain paradigm, or else he's not willing to pursue it.
Sevon wants me to plant my seed all over Cookville.
Just spray it with spum. Just Baileys everywhere.
Some of the
I like how there's 2 extremes. I have an extreme version of him. He has an extreme version of me.
things you've said to me before.
He wants me to spread my seed all over.
Oh, absolutely.
God, that would be awesome. I wish you had the resources to do that.
What did you?
If you had the mentality and the money.
Like, hey, I want to come. I told you one time, like, I want to come out and visit, or whatever. You're like, yeah, we'll put you up at my place. You know, come get a girl pregnant or something, or 2 or 3, or no big deal. I'm like, what?
Awesome.
That's awesome.
What if you had 12 women who were pregnant?
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
No, all right.
I think that's a problem.
Is your mom tripping on you at all?
What do you mean?
Just like, you're 28 years old.
29.
29, you're
2 days
29.
ago.
You're 29 years old. I mean, I guess you're in school, but you're still fooling around with this working out shit.
Yeah.
She tripping? She talked to you? Like, wants you to get a job? Like,
No, they're pretty proud. They're pretty
They are?
happy.
Good.
Yeah, they support me. They always have. They were tripping out more like right on the inception, like right when I started. because it was a little bit more foreign to them, and the games wasn't quite as big as it has been the past 2 years. And you're taking all this time to go out to the garage and work out. Like, it just didn't make sense, you know. But they still supported me, even though they didn't understand it totally, I think. So.
Can you imagine? There's some parents who are tripping because their kids are going and playing video games 15 hours a day, right? But you got your son who's spending 4 hours in the garage working out and tripping. You can never make parents happy. In between reps, he's fucking reading scripture, studying grad school shit.
Right.
He has no chance of getting the HIV. I mean, his parents are still riding him. Fuck you, parents.
Have you ever gotten yourself to a point where CrossFit's no longer fun? It's too much mentally?
Yeah, I think, so like we talked about before, you got two people like Rich and Annie that I know of that make enough money financially off the sport that that's what they can focus on, that's what they do. Right. They're CrossFit athletes. I don't know about anybody else because I don't know anybody else. Then you have this other group of athletes who might have some sponsorships and those kind of things, but it's nothing.
Can't live off it.
Can't live off that. So, like a guy like, when you have family and then you can't live off of what you're making off of CrossFit, and it's super, super, super competitive, and you're putting all this stress on your body and your head, I could see it easily becoming something that's just overwhelming and like, wow, I don't want to do this anymore. You know, I don't even want to go compete. I haven't quite gotten to that point because I understand a little bit how the system works and the sport is so new, and the people who are on the top are going to get the most cheese. Like, that's the way that it works.
Sure.
So you just kind of live with it and say, if this is what you really want to do, then don't always expect that it's going to be easy and that you're going to get everything you want all at once. There's going to be sacrifices you're going to have to make, whether that's financially or anything else. There's some people out there, like, I don't know how they do it. Like, I know, to me, like, what's overboard for me to the point where, like, I can't keep doing this the way I'm doing it.
Right.
With the GA that I was doing and schoolwork and working, graduate assistant at Tech, every morning, I'm not saying that there's probably other people who can do this and handle it, but I wasn't one of them. But every morning getting up at 4:30 and then not going to bed till 10 or 11, while you're trying to put in 3 sessions a day with coaching 3 different sports teams and coaching a class at Mayhem. Like, it's just,
It's a lot, right?
It's just exhausting, And I can't imagine some people, like I know Austin Malialo, head coach at Reebok CrossFit One, awesome level 1 staff who never takes off a weekend. Like, he works, I think he said he worked 50 weekends last year, and then he's got a girlfriend and he's training to make it to the games. I don't know, like, it's incredible, But like you're saying, the stress and everything from it is the sport gets bigger, the media gets bigger, there's more, like, oh, this guy tanked. It's just like you're just totally exposed to everybody when you do well or you do bad. And you're not doing that to people who are making $1 million a year. You're doing that to people who might be scratching by a living doing CrossFit. That's a big difference.
Sure.
You know what I mean? A huge, huge difference in terms of just the mental stress and the toll it can take on somebody.
So you picked up another bird.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty frugal, so I get by with what I got.
Oh yeah, I saw you take a piece of bread home yesterday. I did. Yeah, I have a piece of bread wrapped up in a box. That's borderline weird, but we'll call it frugal until he leaves town on Monday. Discuss
Is that
at
box
a
something?
round table. Not something.
Cornbread.
Cornbread. Oh yeah, well that's different.
That cornbread.
That is different. That's a good point.
Definitely worthy of passing
I stand
on the
corrected.
Oh, that last one was ugly. Hips went straight back.
Had to wiggle that one up a little bit.
Yeah. You could feel it. Even on the first rep, I'm like, uh-oh, these next 2 are going to be interesting. It's good, though. Because I know I just hit a point that I don't really want to go beyond. right in my grill the whole time.
Sorry, dude.
It's all right. Yep.